Hi friends, I'm Natalie Carey, a certified personal trainer, and today's session is a 100% standing stretch session. I know that some bodies have a harder time getting up and down to the floor to get into stretches, so I wanted this workout to be accessible to more people. Also, I will use stretches like this when I'm in a situation where I don't want to get down to the floor, like maybe I'm taking a stretch break on an airplane, or if I'm waiting for a client to arrive at the gym. So these stretches can be used in all different locations. You may want to have a chair close by for balance, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first movement that we're going to do, you can have the chair on the higher setting or the lower setting. Place your hands on it for support, and then I bring one leg behind me. I try to get pinky toes as close as possible, and then shift the hips back away from the chair. I'm keeping my back as flat as possible here, reaching those hips behind me. And you should be feeling this along the sides of your legs, maybe in the back of your legs. Let's hold here for another few seconds, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. Good. Come up. Let's switch the other leg. It goes behind. Pinky toes get as close as possible, and then shift that weight back. So I will use this as a standing IT band stretch for my clients who don't want to get down to the floor. And so I'm feeling this on the back leg, but I'm feeling it on the side over here, on that back leg. This is a nice alternative to foam rolling that area. And play around with maybe shifting your weight over to one side or to the other side, or reaching those hips back further away from you. That'll make a difference in the intensity of the stretch. All right, bend those knees a little bit. Let's stand up for a second. We're gonna go back down using the chair for balance for a calf pedal out. So placing my hands again on the chair, we can press that back heel in this staggered stance down into the floor for a calf stretch. And feel free to play around here by maybe bending the knee a little bit, but keeping the heel down, or straightening it out. That might hit different muscles in your calf area. You could also try rocking forward, rocking back, again, adjusting the weight side to side to find the right intensity for you. And let's switch to the other leg. Staggered stance, press that heel down towards the floor. I'm feeling that in the calf of this back leg, and I'm being really careful to keep that heel down on the ground. Now remember, you could also try bending the knee if you want. Our two calf muscles connect in two different places, so adjusting the bend or straightening of your knee might hit a different muscle. All right, come up from that. Now, if you have balance problems, they might be better referred to as challenges. I would recommend holding on to a wall, a foam roller, or anything that's gonna help you to not fall. Safety first. Bring one leg up to your chair, and I'm pointing that toe straight forward. Now I'm gonna bend the standing knee, and I'm gonna sink the hips back behind me. So you can hold this stretch here. You should be feeling it on your inner thigh, groin area. These are your adductor muscles. You could also try standing up and back down, in and out of it, to make this stretch more dynamic. Oh, there. Okay, I'm feeling the muscle release now. That's a nice feeling. If you hold a stretch for at least 20 seconds, you're more likely to feel that release. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Come up out of that stretch. Let's switch to the other side. Remember, use your balance tool if that's a challenge for you. I sink the knee down on the standing leg, and then bring those hips back behind me. So I'm keeping this raised leg with the toes straight forward. I'm not letting it come up to the ceiling. You can also play around with pulling that hip further away from the chair. That might intensify the stretch, or hinging forward more. There's no one right answer to stretching. So you can have a lot of different solutions to get into those tight muscles. Okay, come up out of that. I'm gonna turn my chair around to the higher setting for this figure 4 stretch that we're going into. Using the back for balance, I bring one ankle above the opposite knee, and then I bend that standing knee and I sink into this seated position. You don't need to move, I'm just gonna show you. I'm feeling it here in the hip of the crossed over leg. Now, if you can't get your foot all the way up here, that's very common. You might try crossing it over lower, like on the shin or on your ankle, but still sinking those hips back. Switch to the other side. So make sure that you try out that option if getting the ankle up to the knee is a challenge. And this hip definitely feels tighter. You might be noticing that too. One side feels tighter than the other, that's totally normal. I'm just kind of like moving it around here, seeing if different positions intensify that stretch. Release that position. We'll do one more stretch and then we're gonna do a little lightning round of going through all of those movements one more time. So last stretch, I want you to drop your neck to your chest and then lift it up, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, look up towards your ceiling. Again, drop that chin to your chest, round the shoulders forward, the spine is rounded. And then we open the chest, let the chin come up towards the ceiling. One more time, please. Chin to chest, and open back up. Let's run through those one more time. We're gonna hit them a little bit faster. We will start with that cross leg IT band stretch. Place your hand for support, pinky toes as close to each other as possible, and I reach those hips back. And see, maybe if on this second round you feel these stretches hit the muscles a little differently. Rock out of that, let's switch to the other side. Like maybe things are moving differently, maybe you feel looser, maybe you're able to get deeper into that target muscle now that things are a bit warmed up. We're just noticing things, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm going to transition into that calf stretch, bringing one leg behind me, pressing the heel down towards the floor, and then I shift my weight forward so that I get a stretch in the back of that calf. Remember, you can play around with the bend and straightening of that back knee. Come on out of it. Let's switch to the second side. I mentioned earlier I've done these stretches on planes before. You can always like use the wall of the airplane for a little stretch. Stand up, let's place one leg on the chair, grab your balancing tool if you need it. Knee bends, sink those hips down into your adductor stretch. Yeah, finding different ways to stretch is like just one more way that we make movement accessible to more bodies in more situations. Come on up, I'm gonna turn around, you don't have to. Bring that second leg up, sink that leg down towards the floor and bring your hips back behind you. If you want to, spin your chair around. We've just got a couple of stretches left here. Cross one leg over the knee or the shin for your standing figure 4 stretch. And doing these stretches for about 10 minutes, that's a really great way to build consistency in your fitness routine. Switch to the other side. You don't have to do an hour-long workout all at once every day. It's much better if you can fit movement in wherever you can. Make it work with your life. Release, and let's finish with our neck drop down towards the chin, and then open up the chest towards the ceiling. Again, shoulders round forward. And now we open the chest back up. Let's do one more of those. Drop the chin down. And open it back up. That's it. You completed your stretching routine for the day. If you liked this workout, please give the video a like. Subscribe to my channel. I've got more videos on there that have standing options and also that have options to get up and down to the floor. My name's Natalie Carey. Thank you for being excellent to yourself today.